Hello, I'm Theo.
Hello, I'm Adam.
And we're Hurt, and we're backstage at Academy 1 at the Dot To Dot Festival.
First off, it's been an amazing kind of 18 months for you. I mean, phenomenal, success in that time. How's it felt from your side?
It's been as crazy as it sounds, really, for us. It's gone from us being in Russia about 10 minutes away, writing the songs, to we just come back from Serbia and Dubai and China, and yeah, it's insane, isn't it?
It was my birthday when we were in Beijing a few weeks ago, and we realised that a year before we were in Retro Bar eating a fry up, and then 14th of May we were in Beijing and we were playing a great show. So
yeah,
surreal.
Are they the moments when you realise it's all gone a bit mental?
Yeah. We constantly. The good thing is we've got. For years we were here, like on the dole and in Russia, just not doing anything and writing music and hoping it would change. And then that's taken up so much of our life that now that we still remember that so much. It feels like someone's going to walk in now and go, "What are you doing here? Get home, get back to the dole." Which is good.
You haven't signed on for 6 months.
Yeah, it's useful that though, because it keeps you. Every day you wake up, you feel excited and that kind of stuff. So.
You're one of the star attractions at this year's festival, this year's Dot To Dot Festival. This is also a homecoming for you, as you've kind of hinted at. How does it feel to be kind of topping the bill at a festival like this in your home city?
It's always good for us to play here. I mean, every gig we've done in Hertz got better and better. The last one, I remember walking home after we played here and I bought a kebab and walked to my house in Russia, which took about 10 minutes. And I've never felt better after a gig. It's a great feeling to go around the world and then finally come back and play the songs that you wrote in various suburbs of Manchester and play them to your own people. It's great.
Because this is the place that's responsible for our music. We couldn't have written it anywhere else, and the people and stuff, and we couldn't have done anything without it. So to come back and play is like, especially when we end up over the other side of the world most of the time, it's good. It's
like bringing a song home, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, because they are about Manchester. So.
Do you still come back to write, or do you have to find somewhere as kind of wet and icy to?
We don't have time at the moment. We're trying to work out at the end of the year, maybe write some songs, but I guess
we can remember how to do it.
Yeah.
I guess one of the big things with festivals is you get to see bands that people get to see bands that maybe they're not familiar with before. Even people will be seeing you that don't necessarily know you that well. What kind of introduction are you going to give them here at the festival? What kind of set are you?
I think that's what's exciting for us because. The show's developed so much, taking it around the world, that we just play it as though it's. We now know what it is and who we are, so we just give everybody the full 1,000%, and then
like your own bit.
Yeah, it's good that though, because to play to people because we did it for so long, and winning people over is one of the best feelings in a band, and they get to see who we are, like in all its glory or unglory, depending on how you feel. Yeah.
Have you been able to check anyone new out yourself while you've been on these dates, or?
I've just seen Naked and Famous for the first time, who were good, and we missed two of the bands we wanted to see. We've been 3 days. We've missed the bands like Wolfgang and Nicky and the Dove, who were really brilliant. Nicky and the Dove, great, but we missed them. So
I think you'd like Wolfgang. You'll have to check them out.
We played with him at Brighton. It was really good. Yeah, really good.
It's fair to say that Happiness probably did as well as maybe you would hope, but certainly defied a lot of people's expectations of what bands do with a debut album. I mean, it's massively successful. I guess also the inclusion of people like Kylie and stuff is a massive achievement for a band on their first record and all that. Are you kind of ever nervous about peaking too soon? Does that ever set the standard for where you go with the next record? Is there?
I've never really thought about peaking too soon, really.
No,
we're just like, what we want to do is make music for a job for as long as possible, and if we just keep getting the opportunity to do that, that's all we kind of care about.
We never expected any of it. We hoped it would happen. We desperately hoped so much, and we put all that into the album, and yeah, but at the same time, the band's only 2 years old. Like, it's not as though we've been going for a long time. We only wrote 15 songs, and 11 of them are on the album. So there's only 15 Hurt songs that exist in the world. So there's still so much more to do and to say that it feels exciting. And because it all came out of nowhere, everything, it's like you kind of like yeah, you don't really realise. It's the pressure's not there because the pressure we put on ourselves is too high. Yeah.
Do you think the adventures of the last 12 months will have an influence on how the next record sounds? Or?
It's got to, definitely. I mean, the first album, we had no perspective on the world. We just sat in a room all day in Manchester. It's pretty miserable. Whereas now we've kind of, we've been to 60 odd countries, so it's got to feed into music, and I hope it does really, because we couldn't make another album that had the same feel as that first one, because it just wouldn't be true to ourselves. So I think we've got to put this into our music.
Because our lives have changed in a lot of different ways, not just for the better, but in a really extreme way. To go from Dickinson Road to like Singapore is as exciting as it is frightening and really intense. So there's lots of different things that have happened.
Well, welcome home anyway. Good luck with the show and thanks for your time.
Thanks a lot.